welcome to a Cooking with Linux Quickie. I'm Marcel Gagne, your host for this, and I want to show you something really neat. See the screen here? Actually, let me just get rid of my face here. All right, see this face here? This is a program called HTOP. HTOP is a performance and process monitor for the system. And actually, I went and grew the size of the font there, which is fine. This is fine. You want to take a look at it. And it's kind of a nice way to take a look and see what your system is doing and what's taking up resources and so forth. OBS, which is the open broadcasting software that I'm using to record this, is obviously the big one at the moment. But let's just quit that for a second and do something entirely different. Let's take a look at processes in a completely different way. Let's go to PS tree. All right, process tree, and I'm going to pipe that to more, and there you go. These are all the processes and the sub-processes of each of those processes that are running on the system. It's kind of neat to see it that way, to see what starts what and what's running under what other processes and so forth. It's kind of cool to look at that. But believe it or not, that's actually not what I want to show you. The terminal window is one of those things that you want to use when you're going down to the Linux command shell, but I want to show you an alternative one. This is cool retro term. For those of you that have been around a long time, and I know who you are, you're going to love this one. Especially if you've ever worked with this kind of technology in the past. This is like an old cathode ray tube screen. You can see the scan lines going at the back there. This one is just the classic orange display and so forth. But take a look at this thing. All right, let me actually go to PS tree. Love that burn in. Love that burn in. There we go. There's the PS tree that I showed you earlier. All right. Let's do Q and let's go back to HTOP, just because I like the kind of display that we can show off with this. And as it turns out, you can have different old-fashioned color retro terminals with this thing. There are a bunch of profiles defined. We're looking at the default amber. Let's go to the default green, also with our crazy scan lines burned into the system. Actually, that's one of those things I love. I love that when you type it, you can see the cursor, the ghost of the cursor as it's going by. I love that. Let's go to the other profile, default scan lines. All right, there we go. See the thick scan lines on the back there? It's a little bit different than it was before. Default pixelated. There we go, pixelated with just a gray screen. Apple, the old Apple II. Whoa, my goodness. Did it really look that bad? Wow. Wow, those were the days, weren't they? All right, how about this vintage one? The screen is really old on this one. I mean, we've got some real issues with this CRT cathode ray tube for you youngins out there. Some of us actually know what it was like to work on one of these terminals, and somehow we managed to actually do it. Let's take a look at another one. IBM DOS. Oh, let me go back to my HTOP. Oh, that's almost pretty. Almost, but not quite pretty. Let's go take a look at the IBM 3278. Let's take a look at our process monitor again. That's not my favorite one. Let's take a look at the final one, the transparent green. Look. I don't know. What's your favorite on this one here? What's your favorite? I think my favorite is probably still the default amber. Just because it is so over the top, gloriously orange. It's just wonderful. Anyway, so that's it. That's where I'm going to leave it for today. You can download this one from your repositories. This is cool retro term. I actually installed this one on my Fedora system, the Fedora system that I'm running at the moment. But you can probably find it in your own repositories. Cool retro term. Enjoy a walk on not the wild side, but certainly the old side. This is Marcel signing off. Hey, if you like what I'm doing out here, why don't you take a moment to go and visit my webpage. CookingWithLinux.com is one place. There's also MarcelGagne.com where you can check me out. Go to YouTube. If you're watching this, you're probably on YouTube. But see that button there that says subscribe. Share with your friends, your neighbors, your relatives, your dog, your cat, your hamster, your fish. I don't really care. Just share it. Let other people know about it. Tell them to hit this button here. Thumbs up, leave comments, all that sort of stuff. Spread the word. And if you like what I'm doing and you want to support my habit on making these things, and when I say my habit, I'm talking about all sorts of videos, including gaming videos and so forth. And if you want to see my begging video, there it is on patreon.com/Marcel Gagne. This is me begging. You can see me begging over there. consider doing that. All right, and I'll love you for it. I just will, and and I'll put in a good word for you with the universe, all that sorts of thing. And you may even get into a video. It's exciting. There are all sorts of cool things here that you can check out. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. I hope you enjoy this little treat down memory lane. And of course, this cool, super amazing retro terminal. And that's where I'm going to leave it. And, we'll just let you watch that for a couple of minutes. Relaxing, isn't it?